One of the biggest topics in last night's debate was abortion, which is not a surprise. It's one of the biggest topics of the 2024 election for voters. And former President Trump claimed that Vice President Kamala Harris's running mate, Governor Tim Walz, supports abortion up until after birth. Listen to what he said.
Her vice presidential pick says abortion in the 9th month is absolutely fine. He also says execution after birth. It's execution, no longer abortion, because the baby is born, is okay.
He was then fact-checked by ABC's Linsey Davis, who said it is not legal in any state to kill a baby after it's born. Harris also called him a liar for saying those things. But what Trump may have been referring to specifically is a bill that Walz signed as governor in 2023. This was legislation that amended the language in a state law that really upset pro-life activists in Minnesota and across the country. In this revised language, the bill now says that all medical personnel must, quote, care for any infant who is born alive after an attempted abortion, instead of being required to, quote, preserve the life and health of the born alive infant. So some language change there that activists were very upset about. They took issue with that word care going in there instead, arguing that it might mean medical personnel would no longer have to perform life-saving treatment. Now, there isn't data on how many infants have survived abortion attempts, but we do know that the latest figures from the CDC show that 0.9% of abortions occur at 21 weeks or later in pregnancy, which is around the time that a fetus is generally considered viable. This is also not just a Minnesota-specific issue. We've seen this and similar bills discussed at the federal level as well. In fact, in 2023, the House passed a bill that would require healthcare personnel to save the life of an infant that is born after an attempted abortion, and failure to comply to these sets of rules could lead to fines or up to 5 years in prison. It hasn't gotten anywhere in the Senate, though, so right now it's currently just sitting in Congress.